I'm gonna be covering that here in this video, of course. Well, in this live, of course. Now I'm gonna let y'all know. Um, I still plan on getting this game. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my most anticipated games of wanting to get for this year, as far as like sports games and everything. I always been into the wrestling games, of course. It was mainly but for the WWE universe, because with the wrestlers that they put on these games and everything is able to have me use a bigger imagination as far as like matches and stuff like that goes or whatnot. When I'm getting ready to do them and everything, so it's fun. I love WWE. But as far as like 2K26, I want to go ahead and reveal as far as like the roster. So now when they do this, they're going by the seasons, of course, and they're going to be coming out later this year. So to start it off for like the season one, they have well, I'm guessing these the people that's available now. So we have Dale Vikingo. We have Psycho Clown. Then we have Mr. Iguana, and then of course the other one is Flamer. Now, of course, like these people, to big wrestling fans, like one of my friends is, of course, like he know about these way back in the day wrestlers from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, stuff like that. So I'm like more of the current like the WWE Attitude Era. That's mainly what I was raised up on: Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, Kane, Undertaker, Triple H. All those legend wrestlers and everything. But as I go further along in this list, for season two, now this one is actually going to be released in April, so this is not too far away. We have X, we have Crush, we have Smash, and then of course we have Kelly Kelly. Now I know that in the article they mentioned about Kelly Kelly. Well, actually on Kelly Kelly Instagram, she was kind of concerned of why she wasn't on any other wrestling games, and it's been like I'm guessing many years since she been on a wrestling game. So she was able to apparently go to Triple H and and talk some things out to see if she can get on the game, and it worked. Because she did end up confirming it on her Instagram page and everything, and yeah, now she's finally able to be on a WWE game within like a decade or so. So I'm very happy for Kelly Kelly. I feel like Kelly Kelly doesn't get enough attention. She probably I'm not to knock her talent off. I'm not saying that she wasn't good, but she was more like a I want to say like a mediocre talent. You know what I'm saying? I know she won the title before, but I don't know if she won it as much as like Trish Stratus or like Lena or like China. But she was very good, and she does deserve to be like in the Hall of Fame and everything. So I'm not going to take that away from Kelly Kelly. She definitely deserves to be in the WWE video games, and I'm glad that they put her in. So kudos to Kelly Kelly. Now in the next one we have season three for and this is for in June. We have La Parker, no La Parka, La Parka, Matt Cardona, which of course is Zack Ryder. We have Brian Pillman, and of course we have Tori Wilson. Now it's been quite some time since I believe that since they had Tori Wilson on a video game, and yeah, Tori Wilson is another one of those that was like I want to say a part of Attitude Era, if not Attitude Era, she was definitely in the aggression era. You know what I'm saying? But she was definitely in there. So, for her to actually be in this game, that is cool. You know what I'm saying? That is cool. So I'm very excited for Tori Wilson. I'm glad to see her to be a part of it and everything. As we continue to move along in the next season, for season four, this is going to be in July. We have Jelly Roll, which is not really far fetched. Then of course we got Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and of course we have Lady Shawnee. Now, to let y'all know, now the Hardy Boys, they actually did a video and everything. They did a video on social media saying that they were going to be in the WWE 2K26 and everything. And like I said, I remember when I first did my it was one of my last lives that I believe well, the live before that. When I mentioned about this WWE 2K26, this was what I was really concerned about. I wanted to know whether or not if they were going to like bring Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, of course. We already knew that the Dudley Boys was going to be in there, but like Gangrel, Godfather, because they were all the superstars that were a part of the Attitude Era. So I was very concerned about that because we know a lot of those wrestlers, of course, are on AEW. So I don't know whether or not if Triple H was able to work some things out to where he was able to put them on this game. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Jericho, prime example. You know what I'm saying? Because Chris Jericho, we know that he was always a part of AEW, but we know he's not part of AEW anymore. So he should be coming to WWE, which means we could possibly get him. But I'm take that with a grain of salt though, because that I'm very unsure of. But I'm just going off by the list of like the wrestlers that I see and everything. But I am happy that they are adding the Hardy Boys to this. I'm glad that they added the Hardy Boys to this because they really deserved it, and they was a part of the Attitude Era and everything. But as we continue to move along, this is for September, and now this is for like season 5. The next superstar is supposed to be Bam Bam Bigelow, which we get him almost all the time. Then we have Dan Honson, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Dan Honson. Then of course we have Pengano, and of course we have Brie Bella. Now we already know Brie Bella was coming and everything to the game. You know, it started off with Nikki Bella. Now we got Brie Bella back in the WWE. So it only made sense for her to be a part of the DLC pack. And I'm glad that they've added her a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So this is very exciting for Brie Bella. So kudos to Brie Bella. As we continue to move along, for season 6, this will be released in October, of course. Then of course we have Race Keys. We have or Octagon Jr. Then of course we have Typhoon, and then of course we have Earthquake. Now Earthquake and Typhoon, they've been on the game for like a couple of times. I know they was on 2K24. I don't think they were on 2K25, but I could be wrong because I actually got some superstars on 2K25 that I actually don't have unlocked. Because of the whole fact of the whole showcase and the whole showcase in the island, the Roman Reigns island and stuff like that. I didn't really do all that stuff, but it's some superstars that I don't have. But long story short, though, I know they were on the game a couple of times before, but they could be on 2K25, but they're definitely on 2K26. So kudos to Earthquake, kudos to Typhoon, kudos to Octagon, and kudos to Royce Keys. Now I know a lot of y'all are familiar with Royce Keys, so you don't attack me. You know what I'm saying? I'm brand new to Royce Keys. You know what I'm saying? I just now found out about him just not too long ago. Only because from when they showed highlights of him being a part of the, I believe it was the Royal Rumble. So I'm guessing he's very dominant. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing he like a Obafemi type wrestler. So he should be doing some damage in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see what Triple H actually do with him once that time comes and everything. But as we move further along into this article, we also have for the Attitude Era edition. Now this is the exclusive. We have China, 1997 China. Then of course we have the 1998 Kane, which was the mask Kane that I always liked and appreciated. And then of course we have the Rock of the 1999, of course. Now let y'all know these are iconic Attitude Era characters. Look, Kane, I always like this Kane. I like the '07 Kane. Like he was cool. I know a lot of people liked him more than probably the Mask Kane, but I always thought that the Mask Kane that we got into the Attitude Era was just bigger, just more ferocious, and was able to just fight better. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion on it though. That's just my opinion. That's how I felt. But yeah, I just thought that he was just much cooler than the one that we had in like the mid like the 2000s, of course, like with the '07 and '08. But that one's still cool though. I ain't gonna knock him. As we move further along in this, now this is the King of Kings exclusive. We got the 1998 Triple H. Then of course we have Stephanie McMahon Hamsley. Now I did not know. Oh, what's going on, guys? What's going on, DJ Peace? What's going on, Sheila, JoJo? What's going on, Marquita, McFarlane? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet all of you. I'm glad that you was able to join this podcast. Glad to meet y'all. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, as far as like the Stephanie McMahon Hamsley, I didn't know that she was like the Hamsley. I'm guessing this is part of the like the Triple H, the Hurst Hamsley. So now they're adding her to it. So that's pretty cool, something different. But as we move further along in the article, as we got the last ones, for the Monday Night Wars exclusive, we got Shawn Michaels DX. Roddy Piper, 1998, and then of course we got the Macho Man Randy Savage, 1998. Now these superstars right here that I just listed, now they're already like part of the game. If you happen to get the Monday Night Wars, or like if you happen to get the Triple H exclusive, so they already on the game already, so they should be already available because they don't have no season for them and everything. So if you happen to have these superstars on your game, I'm glad you got them. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all use them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, dominate with them. Have fun with them. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the WWE universe, because that's my favorite thing to do when I happen to play WWE 2K. You know, I go like create my characters and everything, and then I go straight into my WWE universe and whatnot. And yeah, I just go to town. You know, because I got such a big imagination when it comes to making all kinds of dream matches that I probably didn't see, or I wish to see, or that I already seen, and I just wanted to recreate that dream again, just to happen to see it again, in the game or whatnot. And I just feel that it's just really cool, But yeah, those were all the superstars that are a part of the DLC pack for the WWE 2K26. To a lot of you that happen to have WWE 2K26, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Now I have been seeing some feedback on Facebook where people mentioning already that they don't like the game, they feel that the game sucks, and it's not there. Some people probably going back to the 2K25 WWE. So it's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's Look, the game just came out. It's early. You know what I'm saying? They got some bugs that they probably got to fix in the game. So they gotta work them kinks out. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand new game. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time. Before y'all be so quick to judge it. You know what I'm saying? And then if you happen to feel that same way, then go ahead. You can make that same judgment. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if the game haven't been out quite some time, but the game haven't been out that much. You know what I'm saying? And people are already getting so judgmental and being harsh on the WWE game and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go over this list again to some of you that just happen to come on this live to let y'all know all the superstars again. Before I happen to get off this live. But yeah, I'm gonna go over it again a couple of times, and we'll just discuss about it and let me know what y'all actually think. Like I said, for season one, we have Del Vico, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. We have Psycho the Clown, and then we have Mr. Iguana, and then of course we have Flamer for season one that's available now. For season two, that will be released in April, going towards next month. We have X, we have Crush, we have Smash, and of course we have Kelly Kelly. Then of course for season three, that will be for in June, we have La Parka, we have Matt Cardona, which is Zack Ryder, of course. We have Brian Pillman, and of course we have Tori Wilson. And yep, that is season three that will be released in June. So definitely keep a look on that. For season four, of course, we have Jelly Roll, we have the Hardy Boys, which is Jeff and Matt Hardy. And of course, we have Lady Shawnee that will be released in July for season four of this DLC pack. Then, of course, for season five, that will be released in September, we have Bam Bam Bigelow. We have Dan Hansen, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Dan Hansen, something like that. Don Hansen, I believe. Then we have Pagano, and then, of course, we have Brie Bella, and that will be released for September. Then, of course, for season six, that will be released in October, we have Royce Keys, we have Atikan Jr., we have Typhoon, and of course, we have Earthquake. And this will be for the October release. Now, the Attitude Era edition, which is already available if people have it. We got the China 1997, we have the Kane 1998, and then of course we have the Rock 1999. Then of course for the King of Kings exclusive, we have the Triple H 1998, and of course we have the Stephanie McMahon Hamsley, and of course for the Monday Night Wars exclusive, we have the Shawn Michaels DX, we have the Roddy Piper 1998, and of course we have the Macho Man Randy Savage 1998. Yes, now these are all the superstars for the DLC pack. Now, the last ones, like I said, that I listed off, they're already the exclusives. Dealing depend on what pack that you end up getting. So if you happen to end up getting the Monday Night Wars, then some of these superstars you already have, like the China and the Kane and the Rock for like the 97 and the 98 and the 99, of course. Like I said, and then of course, like I said, the attitude. Well, that was attitude era that I just listed off. But Monday Night Wars, of course, is the Shawn Michaels DX, Roddy Piper, and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Now, if y'all happen to get the one that was 150, of course, you get everything with it. The Triple H, the Attitude Era. So that all comes with it. That is the one I'm going to get because I like to get the one that comes with everything instead of me having to, get it little by little. Saying I can just get it all at once. I always felt that that was just cool. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, when you happen to do it that way, the DLC packs, they'll just come to you. All you got to do is just download them. You ain't gonna have to pay for them if you get happen to get the season packs. So I always felt that that was the best move. Anytime that the wrestling game when WWE happen to do these games and they happen to like release them and everything, and they do the season packs. I always felt that that was the best move because some of the time I just don't be really having that time in, or I just don't really feel like going through all them obstacles where you have to go through the game mode as far as like the My Rise, the showcase, and the what's the other one? The island one of the Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? To like, get all that stuff. But I know people will comment and be like, yeah, you can put it on easy mode though and be able to get all the stuff. And yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against that. But but to cut through all that, why not just go ahead and just make it easy and just get the bundle to where you'll get all the superstars that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense for them to do it that way. So I'm glad that WWE always did it that way. And like I said, I'm gonna get the Monday Night Wars one edition pack because I know that that's gonna come with the DLC packs. Which, of course, when I get it, all I'm gonna have to do once that month comes and them superstars come, all I have to do is just download it, and they'll just already be added to my roster on the game. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. You know what I'm saying? I just felt that that is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But kudos to everybody else that happens to get the game that likes to do it just through the do it the regular way to where they like to go through the obstacles. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? They always made them like that way before they added these DLC passes and stuff like that and everything, like on the older games, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was before. You know what I'm saying? Before all this new stuff came into play. But it is what it is. So we're in a different time now, and now we just have options of the way we like to, play our game and unlock our characters, of course. But let me know what you guys actually think about the roster in the comment section down below. I'm gonna go through this roster one more time for some of the people that's just new that just happen to get on here to let y'all know as far as like these superstars and stuff like that. I'm gonna go through it one more time, like I said. So yeah, like I say, for season one, this is already available. You got Dil Vikingo, you have Psycho Clown, Mr. Iguana, and you have Flamer. Season two, that's going to be in April. We have X, Crush, Smash, and Kelly Kelly. Then, of course, season three, that's going to be in June. We have La Parka. We have Matt Cardona, which is Zack Ryder, of course. We have Brian Pillman. And, of course, we have Tori Wilson. Then, of course, for season four, that will be released in July, we have Jelly Roll. We have Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. And, of course, we have Lady Shani. And that will be released in July. For season five, of course, that will be released in September, we have Bam Bam Bigelow, we have Don Hudson, we have Pagano, and of course we have Brie Bella, which of course, like I said, will be released in September. Then, of course, season six that will be released in October. We have Royce Keys, we have Octagon Jr., we have Typhoon, and of course we have Earthquake. And like I said, that will be released in October. And like I say, these superstars that I mentioned next, they're already on the game, depending on what bundle that you have. This is for the Attitude Era exclusive. We have China 1997. We have the Kane 1998. And of course, we have The Rock, the 1999 version. For the King of Kings exclusive, we have the Triple H 1998, and of course we have the Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. Then of course for the Monday Night Wars exclusive, we have Shawn Michaels DX, we have Roddy Piper 1998, and of course we have the Macho Man Randy Savage of the 1998. And those last superstars that I happen to like name off, they're like I said, they're already the exclusives that come on the game if you happen to have that bundle. So definitely, enjoy the characters. If you have them, download them, have a blast. And like I say, I hope you guys are having fun with this game. You know what I'm saying? Because I've shared tons of content on my group page and my because I do have a Facebook group page called Iconic Entertainment as well too. So if you happen to want to follow me on Facebook, you can. It's my name, Michael Jordan, and of course my group, of course, is Iconic Entertainment, with along with another group that I have called Iconic Entertainment, but just it's called Iconic with the ENT instead. But like I said, guys, that's really all I have and what I really wanted to mention in this podcast live, of course. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I hope you enjoying the game. I'm definitely going to buy the game. Once that time comes, I'm definitely going to get it and I'm going to play it for tons of hours. I already know what I'm gonna do. Probably create my superstars. If I could actually import my characters that I have on 2K25 and put them on 26, I'm probably gonna end up doing it that way because I already have created superstars like myself, my son, and then of course my wife. So and they're very dominant in the WWE universe. They going crazy. But yeah, like I said, guys, I hope y'all having fun with the game, and I hope you enjoyed this video and whatnot. Definitely tune in for more videos because I'm always uploading videos here on the channel of Iconic Entertainment. So if you happen to want to subscribe to the channel, you can. Yep, and like I said, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Tune in for more content because I do got some more videos that is coming. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys again soon. And this has been another podcast. This is your boy Michael Jordan, and I'm glad all of you had came on board. Thanks for joining, DJ Peace, D9. Thank you, Sheila, for coming on board, and thank you, Marquita, McFarlane, 6995 for coming on board. I really appreciate it. I am very grateful for all of you that watches my content and that just yeah and that just love to see the content. I'm glad to have you here. Very grateful, very humble, and yeah, tune in for more and hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'm out.